The Carlton, baby. The Carlton. Anyways, welcome to Two Dudes With Do. I'm Josh.
I'm Shae.
And this is one of those favorite episodes that we always like doing. We're going to be talking about, you know what, the title's up there already, the Nickelodeon TV shows.
The best of our generation.
Oh my goodness.
And as you would expect from the age gap, there's definitely going to be some differentiation.
Here's the funny part. So check this out, right? Nickelodeon has these huge age gap, but also Nickelodeon did this really cool thing called Nick at Night, where they picked up old WB shows, things of that nature. They picked up a very, very fun show for me to talk about, which I'm going to talk about. I mean, not first, but I will talk about it because it's my tops.
You got to think like this. You kind of already referenced one of the technically Nickelodeon shows I did.
Which one?
The Carlton. It was on Nick at Night.
Yeah. We'll talk about it later. Anyways, so obviously we're super excited about this. The hard thing about this topic is it's so broad.
Yes.
Because a lot of our favorite shows are on it. You remember Cut Dog? You don't remember Cat Dog?
Wait, Cat Dog? I said Cut Dog. No, I know Cat Dog. Of course I know Cat Dog.
I don't even know what Cut Dog is.
So I was like, what the heck is Cut Dog?
Cat Dog.
Yes.
Cat Dog. I don't remember how the theme song goes.
I don't remember it either.
That kills me. Okay, I was just like, how does it go? Because it was a great theme song.
It was.
Invader Zim.
You can ask my little sister.
Plastic. Piggy. Plastic. SpongeBob. I mean, some of the best cartoons of our generation came out on
early Nickelodeon. Now, later Nickelodeon.
No, we're not talking about now. Nickelodeon now is not okay.
The only good show they got going for them right now, and I know
version of SpongeBob.
Is SpongeBob, and I know this because I have two little sisters that still watch cartoons on the regular. I believe it's called The Loud House. I watched a little bit of it on the side, you know, not paying really much attention. It doesn't seem that bad. I feel like if they really try, Nickelodeon can come back from the deficit of really crappy sitcoms and come back to what we really loved back in the day.
I forgot about the Amanda Show.
Oh, Danny Phantom! Oh, snap!
Gotta catch him all. Danny Phantom. Dang. Dude, there's some classics on here.
Jimmy Neutron!
Oh, yeah, no. Dude, Double Dare? Do you remember?
No.
Okay, I'm sorry, guys. We're going to have to pause for just a moment because I got to show him a video of Double Dare because it was awesome. I grew up in that age. He did not grow up in that age. This guy, funny dude. Summers. What's his name? Doesn't matter. Here is. This is kind of how Double Dare went.
Oh, okay. I know this.
You know this show now?
I know this now.
Okay, so that, and then they had the course at the end, the Double Dare, Triple Dare.
I hope we can get a winner. I'm sure. I feel good today. I hope we can get a winner. I'm sure we can.
I'll feel good today.
Oh, what are you doing?
He feels good today.
I always wanted to run this course. They shove these flags in their chest. Weird.
I kind of wish one of the kids would actually ride the next tricycle.
Yeah. He found on the first shot. And they won. And they won. Double Dare killing it.
Oh, you just reminded me of another one that was kind of like that. It was set in like a, it's still going. It was another game show like that, but it was set in like the jungle. You know that?
Yeah, Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Yeah!
Are you kidding me? Do I know that show? Of course I know that show. I grew that show. I grew up on that show.
I love that show.
Obviously, we are very happy about this topic. All that, yeah, this is all that. It's a Mad TV for teenagers. You remember all that? Okay, so SNL. You know how that goes?
Yes.
Kid version, but like teenager kid version.
Yes.
Funny, dude. Do you remember Keenan and Kel?
Yes.
Okay, good. I'm about to say I'll kill you. I love orange soda. Yeah, I do. Man. I didn't get to watch Ren and Stimpy, but Ren and Stimpy.
Yeah, I didn't need to either.
Rocko's Modern Life. Of course, there's Doug, which was my brother's favorite show. I only like Skeeter in that. You didn't watch it, did you? It was like
okay. By the time it came out, I was barely a year old.
It was like
by the time it ended, I was a year old.
It was like a teenager's show for Nickelodeon. Like I was like an 8-year-old, and I didn't care for Doug. They had a lot of repeats of Doug. It didn't matter. But I didn't like it. Skeeter was funny. He was a funny guy.
Skeeter? Woo!
But I would be remiss if I did not at least mention Doug, because there's people out there going, dude, how did you not even talk about Doug? I'm talking about Doug right now. One of the most iconic openings.
Kind of reminds me of our opening.
Yeah, so, but yeah, I mentioned Doug. It was a good show, guys, but wasn't my favorite. He obviously didn't watch it. A show he did watch, coincidentally, me and my brother's name are Jake and Josh. This show was called Drake and Josh.
It's the game sphere. Why is it so good?
Because it's spherical! Spherical!
Are you calling me a liar? I ain't calling you a truther.
A truther. Are you calling me a liar? Well, I ain't calling you a truther. Yeah, no,
Megan.
Sorry about the spikes, guys. Sorry about the audio spikes.
We get excited.
Jacob, what's funny is a lot of people, when they watched us growing up, me and Jake, we acted a lot like Drake and Josh. I played video games. Jacob did not. He played guitar. I did not. I played on the computer. He didn't really. I mean, he did his social media stuff, but he had a phone. I really didn't. I had the game Cube. Josh had the game Sphere. There was just a lot of similarities.
I freaking love that one episode.
A lot of people made fun of it.
Where they're like saying,
Oprah!
Wait, what?
Oprah. No, that was Josh's favorite person.
I thought you started scrolling through like Oprah.
No,
it's like Oprah and Nickelodeon.
Started moving through it, but yeah. So I'm sorry, your favorite episode?
My favorite episode, I remember, was when they made that bet that Josh couldn't stop playing video games for a whole day, but Drake...
No junk food?
Yeah, no junk food.
He started breaking out, and Josh was like, crack at it. Like,
so Drake said,
play it for me.
Josh started eating junk food.
Same episode.
Yeah. And
he turned the whole room into a literal chocolate factory.
Candyland.
It was Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory inspired. Everything in there almost.
And then Drake got the brand new game,
and it was
sphere.
A wireless controller. Yeah. No, it wasn't the new. He had the sphere, but he bought the wireless controller. Yeah. I can play from anywhere. And they're all, ooh, chocolate milk.
Honestly, I would think it'd be hard. Wireless controller. Ironically, the last couple of years, I've been asking for a wired controller from PlayStation's on the exact opposite.
Sad moment for him.
That moment when you realize that how.
I'll be honest though.
That was like 10
wired
years
controllers were $30 at most, and they never messed up until the wire got kinked.
Or you slammed it down.
You had to destroy it. That obviously wasn't the controller's fault.
No.
The only thing that controllers back in the day messed up is when if you wrapped it up too many times, like this part,
it would start wobbling. Yeah.
If it was up here, you're like, wait, hold on, and I can move again.
Memories.
Yeah, or the disc would stop playing. You had to open the thing, spin it, close it real quick, and be like, did it go?
And it never really did.
Yeah. No, man. I mean, I love Drake and Josh. Top 5.
Oh, I love Drake and Josh.
I
guess you gotta mention its sister series, the younger sister, the iCarly series.
No, iCarly had a funny Spencer.
He
was hilarious, bro.
Spaghetti tacos.
I don't remember
a lightly food episode right there. Spaghetti tacos.
No. We've already had enough bad for 1 month. We gotta let that roll till next year.
Had enough bad spaghetti. Once again, guys, we are bulking up on videos. So this is being recorded on the 15th, like 3 days after we did the Elf video. Yeah. So spaghetti, 4 days. 4 days?
It's 4 full days. We did the Christmas episodes on Monday.
Yep.
Tuesday we uploaded more bulk. We missed Wednesday because of church. Thursday we were both busy. Yep. And then tonight I was like, dude, what are you doing? He's like, nothing. I'm like, it's Friday,
nothing. I'm just editing pictures for Lightly Food.
Yeah, just doing some fun stuff for Lightly Food. What are you doing? I'm like, we're filming.
I'm like, going from the quote-unquote boring, I actually really do enjoy trying to make
My question is, how have we not talked about Nickelodeon though?
Well, the holidays...
We talked about SpongeBob.
The holidays went through, and then Call of Duty started coming back to being...
There's so much more. I mean, we could take each one of these shows almost... specifically and talk about them. Because just mentioning them in blurbs is almost not enough.
Yeah, but you see us every time.
You guys,
spherical.
You guys, we're gonna have a Drake and Josh episode. But you guys get to reminisce as we reminisce as we bring up old titles that you probably haven't remembered. Like, I don't know if you watched it, but it was the show called Are You Afraid of the Dark?
I did not watch it as a kid, but I know exactly what it is.
It was an actual show on Nickelodeon.
Yes.
That legitimately scared me.
It was like Goosebumps, but
worse.
Nickelodeon.
It was worse than Goosebumps. I watched Goosebumps. Goosebumps was kind of scary, but at the same time it was kind of comical.
It was corny. Are
You Afraid of the Dark, being corny as it is, was scary.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm afraid of the dark. I could not watch Afraid of the Dark. I had to be very careful.
I mean, when that series ended out in 2000, I was 2 years old. No wonder why I didn't watch it. I would at least have to be okay. Well, my family for one wouldn't let me watch a scary show to save my life.
Yeah. Well, it was basically scary camp stories that they made into action movies or into legitimate series. What he would have watched that I didn't watch though was Avatar.
Oh my gosh! Oh, Avatar.
See, he'll geek out about that.
Oh.
I have no love for Avatar.
Oh, Avatar.
I mean, movies have came out. All kinds of stuff. I just
don't even mention that movie.
I don't care about Avatar.
I loved that series as a kid. I remember being 8 years old, I believe, or 9 or 10. I can't remember.
I can't get
in that younger age, before puberty. That's all you need to know. Before puberty, me and my cousins sat at a 6-inch TV. No lie. On satellite, and we just sat there watching the finale of the last season of Avatar, and that 4-inch or 6-inch TV being satellite. It looked beautiful. As a kid, it made it look beautiful. If I went back as an adult and watched it now, I probably couldn't even decipher what it was. It looked beautiful. I really love that show.
I'm sorry I don't have the same love for it. I know my cousin Austin loves it.
So good.
But I just really don't care for it very much. Not to skip over it, because there's a lot of good stuff. There's a problem I think I have with it is they have a lot of one-liners from it, but nobody quotes Avatar very much.
My cabbages!
I mean, maybe you'll catch it online, but not in my circles at least.
The most you ever really hear about Avatar and Avatar jokes is the opening scene.
Is the movie?
Oh, yeah.
It's the movie. It's
no,
the
opening scene is usually...
Yeah. No, I remember the opening scene. It was funny. The whole... I mean, I don't remember it great, but I remember...
recap. When the world needed the Avatar most, he vanished. 100 years later, a new Avatar appeared. An airbender named Aang. And he sure, his airbending is great, but he is not he's not ready to defend the world. But I believe
he was a kid.
Yeah, well, to be fair, he was 112 years old. He was stuck in a block of ice for 100 years.
Anyways, I think that's my problem with it. Oh, we gotta go through Cartoon Network videos too.
Eventually, yes.
Yeah.
That's a completely different video.
Because Samurai Jack's on there.
Oh, I know. I watched.
Aku. Anyway, sorry. We have to mention, even though we probably don't really care for it, Dora the Explorer was a huge Nickelodeon show. I mean, it was so big that
it's still on to this day.
It's still on well, no, not technically. Now they have spin-offs of it. It's not technically still Dora the Explorer because that ended in 2014. 14 years though, impressive.
Yeah.
The problem with Dora the Explorer I had is freaking. Who lets their kid run around in the jungle
with a monkey?
A monkey with boots on for one, and then something's going on with that backpack. I'm the map. What the heck?
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. It's a kid show. You're trying to teach them how to, speak Spanish, whatever. But you've got to be high on shrooms. Be like, we need another character in this show.
Make it a giant chicken.
Hold on. Yes, that's a good one. But John, don't you have something?
Looks down, piece of paper.
No,
map!
Map?
Brilliant!
What do you mean map? Like, I'm the map, I'm the map, I'm the map, I'm the map, I'm the map!
He helps find the place,
And they're all, we gotta give you a bonus.
Dude, do it now the voice of the map. Oh, no.
No, I'm right. Make it like Jim Gaffigan or somebody. That'd be better. Who, at the time, was nobody.
Let's see.
But we have to talk about it because it's a major Nickelodeon episode.
I mean, it also had its spin-off series, Go Diego Go, which is more suited towards guys.
Legends of the Hidden Temple. Sorry, go ahead.
Which is more suited to guys and also helped you learn animal facts instead of Spanish. Which, as a kid being, I think it came out in 2002, I was like 6. So, obviously...
Come on, everybody. Vámonos, let's go. That's the only part I know.
Yeah, obviously I watched Go Diego Go because that was the guy version of Dora. So, it was all about animals and I love watching it.
Yeah, he was young enough for that. I was already older. I was like, I'm not watching that.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Do you remember Real Monsters?
Nope.
No? It's an older show. I mean, it ended in 97 before you were even born.
Yeah.
They had a lot of reruns on it. It was an alright show. Don't get me wrong. I mean, there's a lot of older people like me that still talk about it. But it was about these monsters that were in the sewers. It was alright. It was funny.
The Amanda Show, we gotta mention that one.
I have to do this for my buddy, Andrew. Because of the Amanda Show, I mean, it had some funny ones. It had the judge and everything. where Drake and Josh actually started, by the way.
Say that if you didn't
there was a girl.
The piece of shrimp.
There was a girl in the show, which was played by Amanda, that would say the word "Marha." And I went out to go golf with my buddy Andrew one day, and we were talking about funny things for some reason, but that one came up. And he was getting ready, and we were on the driving range, which is where you practice. He goes to swing it, and in his backswing, I go, "Marha!" He said, "Wow!" The ball goes flying out of the, I'm like, did you miss that one? He goes, "Don't." So the rest of the day, I'd be like, he'd start to he'd do a practice swing, and I'd be like, "Marha!"
Forgive me.
And so, yeah. Let's see what else we have here. Spin-off of Avatar is The Legend of Korra. If you like that, goodbye. Zoe 101, which was like, what up? Zoe 101 was, as you get older, worth watching. As a kid, it was funny. So, then you have Danny Phantom, which we touched on. Huge cartoon show for Shae's age. Yeah. By the way, this is a great time to highlight the fact that we have a really nice chair right here. It was donated to us by a good friend of ours named Nick Acosta. He go ahead and gave us this. He said, "I don't really need it. You guys need a new chair. Here you go." Bam. So, Nick Acosta, this is for you. This is your chair. Thank you very much for giving us the chair. I just thank Nick for the chair.
Okay, so we don't got to do it.
So we don't have to do it at the end. But I wanted to kind of pause for a second because I knew you were on the phone. And she knows we're recording. No, she doesn't. This is not our normal recording day, so I don't blame her. Danny Phantom.
Yes.
Huge show for you.
I love Danny Phantom.
Danny Phantom was a big show for, how old are you now, 19?
I am 19.
In this age group. I mean, it was a great show. Don't get me wrong.
Came out in 2004. Let's see, I was 6 years old.
You know what's funny is it only lasted 3 seasons. Well, 3 years.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because it was a great show.
Great. But to be fair, though, they did end it. They gave it an ending.
Yeah. Something they don't do for a lot of things.
It didn't get canceled. They're like, we're done.
You probably don't remember the Angry Beavers.
I know of them.
Yeah.
I never watched them though.
It was a funny show. I think maybe a little ahead of its time. I think if it had came out now, it would catch a little bit of traction, but I think a little bit ahead of time. Rocket Power.
We've been talking about
We talked about it a few times.
I don't think we could remember the name, or it was something. It was a catchphrase.
I could not remember the name.
Yeah.
I really couldn't.
Yeah.
It was cool because it was these kids that could snowboard, rollerblade, surf,
bike.
They did everything.
Every extreme sport possible,
and
they did.
The dad he owned like a burger shack.
Yep.
He was hilarious. I loved the dad. He was my favorite character. Otto and all the other guys.
Yeah.
Now we come to one that we both love. I think it was the perfect gap spinner. Other than, obviously SpongeBob, which we didn't touch because we've already done a whole episode on SpongeBob. But we can't say enough about SpongeBob.
If you get us started, we're not stopping.
So we can't do that. But Paul. But
see, even Paul wants SpongeBob.
Hi, I'm Paul. Speaking of which, Jimmy Neutron. Jimmy Neutron is what we're talking about. It spanned the gap. SpongeBob spanned the gap. This spanned the gap as well.
Came out in 2002 and ended in 2006.
Funny enough for my age to still watch it, but also funny enough for younger kids to still watch it.
Brain Blast!
I love the dad.
Oh my gosh. Jimbo, me boy!
Jimbo, me boy, what are you doing? Oh, I'm just building a subsonic servant. Oh, okay then.
Come on, let's play ball!
He had no idea what was going on. Half the time of the show, made the show. I need a microwave, Jimmy. Jim, I need a microwave. Where's my microwave? I made it to do this. Oh, well, I'll just go buy a new one. He made that show, really. The mom was different.
Yeah.
I don't want to sound weird, but as a prepubescent and she was hot. They made her very voluptuous.
I was too young for it.
They made her voluptuous. I never watched Hey Dude because literally it came out when I was 91. That's when it ended.
Oh, yeah. No.
But I do remember blurbs about it, and it was funny. Salute Your Shorts, I watched. Oh, crap.
Oh, no, nobody lost the list.
I watched Salute Your Shorts. Some of you won't remember that. It's an old show. But it took place at a camp, and literally it was just all the hijinks.
You mentioned Invader Zim, right?
Yeah, we touched on it. It's cool.
Trust me,
huge.
2 years a day, people are like, come on, we need more.
It's still a hot topic, bro.
Yeah. And there hasn't been an episode in like 12 years.
People still crying out for it.
I mean, it's a good show. My little sister,
it was hilarious.
Okay,
another one of those ones that span the gap.
My little sister loves the show. And let's see, if Stars... I'm almost 7 years older than her.
Yeah.
That gap.
I'm 7 years older than him, and I liked Invader Zim. So there's a 14-year gap that was filled by that show. So it wasn't bad. Guys, it's awesome.
Oh, snap.
Well, hold on. We have to mention this one because it's such a big phenomenon now. My kid likes to watch it. It's called Paw Patrol.
Oh, yeah.
Which, if you know anything, little kids love this show.
Yeah.
And I have to admit, I sat and watched it one day with him. It's not a bad show. Doesn't entertain me, but it's okay. So if you're like...
Doesn't bridge the gaps?
not a 26-year gap, I'm sorry. 26 years is a little bit out of its range.
But now think about Artie's 7 to 10 years from now. Like, dude, you remember Paw Patrol?
Yeah, he's going to be doing what we're doing about now about, like, Ned's Declassified.
Oh,
you remember that show?
Dude, freaking
Cookie. Cookie. I hated that bull haircut.
Oh, you didn't like Coconut Head?
No, I did not like Coconut Head.
Oh, man.
I mean, he was a wimp. He was always in the trouble.
Dude, I freaking love the actor that played Ned.
Ned
He's
was
like, I can't get away from it.
He was a great actor. I have to give him, like, props.
I think the sad thing is that now I don't... Dude, it's Ned. My name's not Ned.
He really hates that crap. Oh, just had a twing in my back. That was Ned going, please don't call me Ned.
That's that 7-year gap.
Of course, they put on there the penguins. What I didn't mention was the wild thornberries because he was on the phone.
Oh, yes.
And I felt I needed to wait for him.
I love that.
Little kid. He
Yes.
didn't know how to talk, but he could make noise like a monkey.
Dude, that kid was wild.
Yeah, he was wild, dude. Wild.
Then I saw a show there that, honestly, it kind of intrigued me as a young kid. My life as a teenage robot. It was a very anime-esque, like, Astro Boy. Very, very reminiscent of that. It had really unique animation. I mean, I can't... See, it bridged that gap between a girl show and a guy show so well. Because there was giant fighting robots, but a teenage girl was doing it.
Yeah, it didn't bridge the gap enough for me, though, for age-wise, at least.
I enjoyed it as a kid. I mean, I don't think I'd watch it now.
Yeah, there was 3 shows on Nickelodeon that kind of defined who you were as far as a Nickelodeon watcher. Pretty much everyone liked Spongebob.
Yeah.
Pretty much everyone liked Invader Zim. Pretty much everyone liked these other movies, other shows that span the gap.
We haven't mentioned Bel-Air.
Jimmy Neutron. That's what I'm getting at. Jimmy Neutron, or not, The Fairly Odd Parents was another one of those. Everyone kind of liked it. And it went on for, it's still going.
No, it's still
since
going.
2001. 18 years almost.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a huge phenomenon. Everyone my age and down really likes it. It's just a good show. Cosmo's hilarious. Wanda's kind of the sensible one, and Timmy's the idiot that keeps it in crap. You're like, dudes, you have freaking fairy godparents. You should be able to figure this out by now.
Yeah.
But obviously, he keeps throwing up the dad, who's an idiot, big time idiot.
I freaking love that one scene where he comes into Jimmy's room with like with a thing to knock down his door, and he's got this computer that's very, very Jimmy rigged. And it's like, you got mail. And it's his freaking 3rd grade teacher in a dress. He's like, you're too young for that. It just takes his computer away.
The adult content that they added into that character is what bridges the gap.
Oh, man. I never... or no, the scene where he's like, are you bad parents? Does your kid take paper and doesn't talk to you? It's so bad nowadays, but it's so good.
There's a lot of things that were like, I did not catch it as a kid, and now I'm like, wow, that was really...
Because as a kid, like, oh, that's funny, he's doing everything they're saying.
or Shiny Teeth.
Oh, yeah.
Shiny teeth, shiny teeth, that's pretty good.
I almost played that at church last Wednesday, actually.
Yeah, I saw that.
I was hovering over, like, no.
Icky Vicky.
Hey, Vicky, you're so icky.
Yeah.
I don't know the words on that one, I'm sorry.
But you think he would have figured it out by now, though, I mean, honestly.
I mean,
and then they introduced the baby. I was like, wait a minute, hold on.
Then they introduced a dog that does the same thing. Like, okay, hold on.
Come
and
on,
now
guys.
they introduced
You're
a
running
girl
out of
that's
ideas,
sharing the godparents. Like, whoa, 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 whoa.
That's not correct.
Whoa.
That's not how it goes. I thought the Terminator godparent was hilarious. Timmy Turner, you screwed up again.
The rules. I don't like Bon Jorgen or whatever.
Rules.
It was just the rules. I'm trying to remember the fairy's name. That was like Bon Jorgen or whatever. I can't remember his name.
But and then there was 2 shows that literally split you between older group or the younger group. There was the Rugrat group, or there was the Hey Arnold group. Most of the time, you didn't watch Hey Arnold if you were a Rugrat fan. Most of the time, if you were a Rugrat fan, you probably weren't watching Hey Arnold.
I was a Rugrats fan.
I was too. I didn't watch very much Hey Arnold. Not to say that I don't know that it's a great show, because
great show.
My brother watched it, and I watched it with him because I had to. And I didn't have anything wrong with it. But given the choice between Hey Arnold or Rugrats, I picked Rugrats.
Hey Arnold had a lot of actually good meanings to it and did stuff.
It was older content.
I think it taught people a lot of good things. And it still had the humor, like how his bully actually didn't know how to express her feelings, so she just bullied him.
Yeah. No, it was cool. And then Rugrats.
Now it did get a little creepy that she had a shrine dedicated to him. That's a little bit more weird, but
yeah. And then you had the Rugrat fans where you're literally watching babies where he pulls the screwdriver out of his diaper and can fix things and do all. They get all kinds of hijinks. I will admit, I bought the Rugrats movie. I watched the Rugrats every day I was at home. I thought that it was great.
And there's also a lot of lessons in that one, like when
then they made Teen Rugrats, and
we don't talk about that one.
And then I got mad.
Like when Chucky got his mom's box, his dad's box, had all the picture of his mom, and he showed it, and he's like, "Uh-oh." It was so sad.
For a second, I forgot exactly what that was, and I was literally just thinking about what happened to us on Wednesday.
Oh, yeah.
Or, not Wednesday.
No, it was Wednesday.
Was it Wednesday?
Yeah.
Wednesday. No, I was like, Mom's box.
No, I wasn't thinking.
Pictures.
I'm not thinking. I know that's already. That's.
As soon as you said it, I was like,
nope, sorry, Josh. That's already out of my head. I know what you're talking about.
I don't think I'll ever get rid of that.
Oh, no, that's gone. That's completely gone.
My mind will never allow me to erase that.
But it's holding a picture of his mom smiling.
Yeah, it was like, oh.
And he's just smiling with it too, like, look what I found. And he's like, oh.
Yeah, it was like, ow.
Yeah, because, obviously the baby didn't understand.
Yeah.
And then they make the Rugrats movie, and he's like, I want a new mom.
Yeah.
I like Rugrats movie.
Of course, now when you talk about Nickelodeon, there was Nick Jr., there was Nick at Night, there was Teen Nick.
Teen Nick.
Which had, what's that guy's name? Oh, it was the puppet, dude. The black puppet. He was like caramel colored, though. Dang it.
I don't remember. I didn't watch Teen Nick. I was too
maybe
young.
I'll find it here real quick. I'm just going to scroll through this. Oh, Kablam! Do you remember Kablam? It was like a cheap, crappy version of Robot Chicken. It was the guys made it with toys, and they had the toys moving around.
That's funny.
Oh, it was hilarious. I'll just show you a preview of it. It's so bad. Oh yeah, cartoons.
I've heard
that
of
was
this.
another one that I remember.
The
Yeah.
Wild Thornberrys.
Another one I did not watch is called As Told by Ginger. That was very, very girly.
Never heard
Though
of it.
my brother watched it. Action League Now. Oh, another great one. You remember Action League Now? No. Oh man. Okay. So remember.
Zone, though.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I was about to get to that, but remember Action League Now and what was the other one I said real quick?
I was told by Ginger or the
No.
Oh yeah, cartoons.
Kablam.
Kablam.
So remember those two. Okay, those are the two I need you to remember.
All right.
But yeah, Chalk Zone was. I love Chalk Zone.
Chalk Zone was so cool.
I cannot scratch stop on it though.
Yeah.
Cat Scratch was all right.
Yeah.
It was July. Hey, it came out on my birthday, or stopped on my birthday, I should say.
Happy birthday! There goes your show.
Happy birthday, The Mighty Bee.
No. I do actually remember that show, LT Gray. And
Fanboy and Chum Chum. That was a good one.
I
My cousin liked that a lot.
it wasn't me.
It was kind of funny. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which they tried to steal it from.
Yeah.
What you call it? Dang it. What is it?
Well, these are the live action ones now.
Yeah, it was a live action. That's what I'm trying to look for. That's why. The Secret World with Alex Max. That was kind of funny. My Brother and Me. That was kind of funny. Space Cases. Dang. What was? Oh, it's Cousin Skeeter. That was what it was called, I think.
Skeeter.
I think it was Cousin Skeeter. Yeah, that's what it was. It's called My Cousin Skeeter. It was an hilarious show, dude. I loved it. I'll have to show you that.
Oh wait a minute! I think
yeah,
exactly
you probably know what I'm talking about now just by looking at the
Yeah.
little small picture they had. But yeah, My Cousin Skeeter. It was a funny show. Dan, what else did I miss?
No one knows best.
Oh, Romeo. That was a pretty good one.
Oh, Drake and Josh, we're back.
Oh, Unfabulous. Bleh.
Yeah.
Get over you.
Zoe 101. Ugh. Shanny.
Hey, whoa! Watch your mouth. That woman was hot.
I mean,
she's no, that's all right.
I mean,
we don't have to stop there.
You gotta look at this here though. I was like
probably was hot,
7.
too. Victorious was hot too.
Yes. No, that's true.
I did not like Fred the show.
Oh no, that needed to go away.
I wanted to kill that dude.
That thing needed to go away.
Gosh.
Marvin.
I don't remember that one.
Neither do I.
Some of these are like, what the heck? A lot of them are now, so
Yeah.
we haven't been watching in a while, probably.
Oh, no.
Drama, The Third Eye, I don't remember.
Oh, you Afraid of the Dark?
Way old, dude.
Oh, that's why.
85, yeah. Afraid of the Dark is the older ones.
Yeah.
I remember Shelby Woo.
I don't.
It was alright. Animorphs, I remember that. That was actually a pretty cool show. I don't remember any of the other ones.
Former
Action.
Super
Power
Ninjas.
Rangers.
Oh yeah, all Power Rangers.
When they crossed over.
Yeah.
Then they had the ones that left.
Yeah.
Man. Educational series. Oh man, I hated those. Double Dare was game shows. Game shows. This is the one I was waiting for. I love game shows.
I really wish they'd add more of these. Or make a new one, I should say, not add more of
Double
these.
Dare, which I showed him earlier.
Yes.
Hilarious. Finders Keepers was the only show I ever saw. Notice when it ended. 90. I only ever saw replays of it. I so badly wanted to be on Finders Keepers. I will show you that in a little bit. Literally, they had a fake house that you had to answer trivia and stuff and figure out the puzzle to get to the house. But once you got to the final part, you literally searched through a house trying to find things that were given clues by. So they'd set up a whole room like this. It was only so you could see in. So like that part of the room would be gone, so the audience could see in. And the whole room was just decorated and covered in crap. You know, like they had a kitchen room or whatever.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, they'd give you a clue like, you use this to eat out of.
I had some spoon.
Yeah, but you had to find the spoon that had the little clue for the next clue. And then you go to the next room. And you usually had to go like 4 or 5 rooms. And you figure it out.
That
and
sounds amazing.
You would tear the rooms up trying to find these things.
That sounds amazing.
And they had things blowing up with air cannons next to you. Oh my gosh, you just run into a room and slap everything.
Why don't they do these anymore?
Dude, it was the coolest show.
Nickelodeon, I know we are a small channel, like tinily small. Please make a game show back, dude.
I wish I could.
I have been missing them for years.
I wish I could have went on Finders Keepers. Think Fast was pretty good. Make the Grade was eh. Wild and Crazy Kids was the other one I always wanted to go on.
I don't know that one either.
I will show you. It's cool. Get the Picture was pretty cool. That was literally where you'd answer questions to build a picture, and if you got the picture, you won. It was kind of fun. What Would You Do is all right. Nick Arcade was pretty cool. They actually played arcade games.
That's cool.
From back in the day.
Yeah.
Oh, it was, and you amass points. Nickelodeon Guts. I cannot believe I forgot about Guts.
Well,
it was an Olympic-style teenage game show. You'd do Olympic courses. Like,
oh my gosh, it's amazing.
Like they had one where you'd ride a bike, like the one where you sit down and you pedal the front and you turn to this. You would ride it and you try and go through a maze. They had one where you would you would get in a bungee cord, like where you jump off the side of a bridge, right? But you'd sit up there and you'd grab a basketball and you'd jump down, you'd hit the spot, and it would bungee you back up and you'd try and slam the ball.
That's amazing.
Dude, it was the coolest show. And they had the aggro crag at the very end, which was a rock wall of sorts, but real easy. And you'd hit beacons as you ran up to the top, and if you were the first one on the top, you won.
I think I know exactly what you're talking about.
Then they had Global Guts later on Nick TV. And it was kids from all over the globe, and they were representing their country. It was the coolest thing.
Why can't we time travel, Josh? Well, technically now we can't.
There's Global Guts right there! Of course, we already talked about Legends of the Hidden Temple, which was really cool.
Yeah, I always wanted to do that one.
And then Figure It Out. I love Figure It Out. Did you ever watch Figure It Out? Summer Sanders was hot. Okay, so Figure It Out, literally they had comedians from the Nickelodeon shows.
Yes.
Teenagers like us, essentially.
Uh-huh.
And they were trying to figure out what the kid that was there did something special to get him to be the person. Sometimes it's like, I trained a guinea pig to run up a wall. Or something like that, and they'd give them the ofs and the these and stuff. And they had questions that they were able to ask in a certain amount of time. Yeah. And so they had 4 guys sitting there, and this is where the first sliming videos.
Oh, yes.
They would have like a secret word, and if they said the secret word, they'd get slimed from above. And they had like special helmets that they could wear. They had Amanda Bynes on there. They had a kid with the orange hair, I can't remember his name, Danny something. But they'd sit there and you'd be like, did you do something with your hands? And it'd be yes or no questions. And if you said one of the words in the board, they would give you the point or whatever. And if you figured it out, the kid didn't win. But if you didn't figure it out, he won a prize. And he had to show what he was able to do. It was a great show. So cool.
Sounds intriguing.
You're On, I don't remember. Double Dare 2000, which is just an updated version.
Yeah.
Robot Wars. You remember this?
No, because it only aired for maybe 4 months.
Yeah, it wasn't very popular. I remember it. It was really cool.
Yeah.
They brought kids that built robots, like fighting robots.
Yes.
And had them fight on television.
That's amazing.
And they built it there. Brain Surge was pretty cool. Webheads, I don't remember that one.
I'm trying to think.
That's newer.
There was one Nickelodeon game show I watched that I thought maybe be Brain Surge, but I don't know. Because I remember I was young. I was still living in the Oak Courthouse. That's how young I was.
This was in 2009.
That's what I'm saying. I wasn't that long.
Yeah,
I mean,
Brain
that
Surge.
early. It was the thing I'd be early.
You might have been talking about, because they had replay of what was called Make the Grade.
Because what it was,
And
it was these, I think 5 to 6 kids, I can't remember how many kids there were, and they'd answer trivia on whatever it was. And that they'd go,
With Mike O'Malley?
I have no idea.
Oh, he was the guy. Because I think I know what you're talking about.
And the 2 lowest people have to go down a slide filled with, really nasty stuff and slime.
Oh, I don't remember that part. 2 different games.
Yeah.
It might have been a cartoon game. A Cartoon Network game.
It wasn't Cartoon Network.
Oh, Gullah Gullah Island. You don't know anything about Gullah Gullah Island. Gullah Gullah Island was this black family, African-American family, that lived on an island. And they would just, it's a preschool, so they would talk about things like, don't get your hand in the cookie jar and all that kind of stuff.
Yes,
but they had this huge yellow mascot thing that was called a pollywog. And it was like a huge freaking frog. It was yellow, though.
Yeah.
It was a great show. I remember it. Little Bear.
Oh, baby.
Yeah.
I love
Little Bear was great.
I love Little Bear.
Blue's Clues.
Blues Clues.
Here's the tale that never fails. It makes you want to wag your tail. When it comes, I want to yell.
So there was an interview with the guy, the original Steve.
Yeah.
Which you don't know, he is now bald, and I think he's like a music producer or something.
I don't
now.
know.
He actually has the original chair and a notebook from Blue's Clues.
Did he really take it?
He took the chair.
I remember there was a problem. They're like, we got to get rid of you or something. It was a big old deal.
He was looking older, for one.
Yeah.
That's why he went to college. He was looking older, and he was losing his hair.
I forgot about Little Bill.
Oh my gosh!
I don't think anybody will be allowed to bring Little Bill back up.
Little Bill!
Because it was Bill Cosby.
I love Little Bill.
It only ran for 5 years, but it was a good one.
So I'm gonna be a little bit of a cheater here. My little sisters watched these too, so therefore
Bear in the Big Blue House.
Yep.
They don't have that on here.
I was forced.
What?
I was forced to watch a lot of these because my little sisters wanted to watch them.
Oh, yo, Gabba Gabba.
Stupid. Not even Star Sunny like when that came out.
Yeah, Lazy Town. Go ahead, sorry, I cut you off.
So, a lot of these cartoons for kids, I know to this day because I watch my little sisters. Like, I know there's this one, it's called, because I still reference it to my little sister, Wow Wow Wubsy. She loved that show. And I was forced to watch it with her. So I know she says, wow. I'm like, wow, wow, wow. It's like, wow, wow. And we just go on from there.
All that. I don't remember any of these other shows. Literally, this is the only one I remember from
Reveal.
here up. Like, all the other ones were too old. I don't remember any of them.
Now, I know there was
all that,
really
the Amanda
weird
Show,
cartoon.
the Nick Cannon Show. You remember the Nick Cannon Show?
Nick Cannon Show?
No?
No.
Nick. That's where you got to start. Nick Cannon was a Nickelodeon star. Wow. I forgot all about the Nick Cannon Show.
I know there's this really weird show, though, on Nickelodeon. I don't know if you remember it. It was pretty, I think it was out of your time. Mr. Meaty.
I don't remember it.
I
saw it on the list, but I don't remember it.
It is the weirdest show I think you'll ever watch on Nickelodeon in a broadcast.
I believe you.
Okay, what it is, there's these 2 teenagers working at a burger joint. For one, it's all puppets.
Mm-hmm.
All puppets. So there's almost no production value. And they have the weirdest concepts.
I think I remember watching an episode of that and going, nah, not for me.
Okay, so one episode. There's the tall, scrawny one's like, I want to be big and strong so people don't bully me and all that stuff. And he makes a deal with the devil. But not just the devil, the wedgie devil. Because he kept on getting wedgies.
Okay.
So he made a deal with him that he became big and strong, but the devil didn't scale his head, so his head is super thin and small, and his body's like bulking. He's like, you're gonna change this head right now. He's like, nope, that wasn't part of the deal.
Of course. No. Let me mention some things that were acquired by Nickelodeon that weren't technically made by Nickelodeon, but everyone remembers them from Nickelodeon probably. Alvin and the Chipmunks was acquired. That was, I think, originally a Cartoon Network show. The Alvin Show spin off. Angela Anaconda. Animaniacs was a huge one that used to be on the PBS.
Maybe. I thought it was like 4 kids.
WB, Warner Bros., something like that. Banana Man, which I don't remember. Batfink, I don't remember. It's part of Winterville. Beetlejuice, which was a pretty funny show. Bullwinkle's Moose-O-Rama. Butt Ugly Martians. I haven't thought about that show in so long.
I don't know.
I'm going to have to watch a trailer for Butt Ugly Martians. I forgot all about that. Curious George, Garfield and Friends.
Digimon Fusions.
Yep.
That's newer, though. That's new.
Yeah, that was newer. Gumby. Oh, my gosh. Gumby. I forgot that they bought that. Inspector Gadget, Kappa Mikey, Cuckoo Hakaru.
That's a weird name.
Harajuku, sorry. Hey, Looney Tunes, which was a huge pickup.
Men in Black.
Yeah, there was a series. It kind of sucked.
Oh, okay.
My Dad the Rockstar was alright.
Oh, yeah, I know that one. Pinky and the Brain.
Pinky and the Brain, which was actually technically a Looney Tunes and Animaniacs spinoff, so it kind of got bought in the same spot. Yeah. Rocket Monkeys was kind of funny. Tiny Toon Adventures, which was hilarious. Underdog, which is a huge one. Yickety Yak.
You're on Nickelodeon, Charlie Brown?
Yep. Yeah, it was literally they bought it and they made some Charlie Brown episodes because he was on. They bought it for Nickelodeon. Huh. It didn't last very long. Now, the live action series. Dennis the Menace, which was alright. The Bad News Bears, which was really old, obviously.
Yes, it was.
Mork and Mindy, obviously another old one because these were the they called it Late Night Nick or something like that.
Oh, Nick at Night.
Nick at Night, yeah, and it was just older person's movies. The Wonder Years, which was what's his name? Oh, I can't remember that kid's name.
The Brady Bunch.
The Brady Bunch. Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Oh yes.
And then you got your drama series, which I'm only going to note the one I know, which was Flipper and Lassie and Land of the Lost. Those were the old ones. Oh. Those
Bob the Builder.
Those were really old. Preschool shows. Bob the Builder, which was a huge one.
Yep.
Hey,
Kipper. I know
Franklin,
Kipper.
Which was a big one. It was a turtle.
Yep.
Kipper, The Little Bites, or Bits. I can't remember exactly which one it was. Peppa Pig.
Oh, that's another one I make fun of Star for.
Yep.
No, and Sunny too.
Yeah. All right, and then Variety, which is,
I think at this point,
the Muppet Show, stuff like that.
I think at this point, we've gone through just about almost every Nickelodeon show
except for the best one. Yeah. The best one that was acquired. It wasn't originally a Nickelodeon show.
Yeah.
It got acquired late. I watched it every night after 9 p.m. That's when it came on.
Interesting fact, I watched it when my buddy Wills went to the hospital, and I was stuck in the room for 4 hours. Thank the Lord, they were playing an all-night marathon of it.
Yeah, they did that a lot. Another one they never mentioned. It came on TV Land a lot, but it was also picked up by Nick for a little bit. Was of course I would space on it. Gilligan's Island.
Oh yeah.
It got played a little bit on there, but not for very long.
Also, they had George Lopez.
The George Lopez show was hilarious.
Whatcha?
Yeah, but the one we were talking about just now, which is what I did at the very beginning, was the Carlton Show. It's not the Carlton Show.
No.
Although a lot of people watch it because of Carlton. It was the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Oh, man.
I cannot tell you how many countless hours I spent watching the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
It was so good.
Like I said, every night at 9 p.m., my mom and dad were kind of freaked out by it because there's a few things that I know as far as TV and movies go that they know if it comes up, they're like, okay, look at Josh, in our family at least. They know that if there's a hockey question, there's a good chance I'm going to know it. Not that I know everything about hockey because I'm not even close to some of the best people out there. But I know quite a bit about hockey. They look to me when there's about the movie Castaway because I watched it every night while I lived in Shafter. When I went to bed, it was either Field of Dreams or Castaway. As soon as I got the DVD for Castaway.
Yeah.
And I had a DVD player. So they know if it's a Castaway question, I'm going to know the answer. Most likely. And then there was Field of Dreams. Obviously, I just mentioned it. And Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yes.
Those were the things that I knew very, very well. And they knew I could pretty much answer anything. I watched that show every night that it was available to watch. And usually it was on from 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. That was when it stopped playing.
Yeah, see, back when I was young, when I watched Nick at Night, it was George Lopez in that cycle. I wish it was the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air because when
I remember when they took off the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, I was devastated.
Yeah, so all that was after that was George Lopez, really.
I think that's when I stopped really watching TV.
Yeah, And I stopped really watching TV after that point. Cause well, for one, my room didn't have cable, so I was like, screw it, I don't need it. And from there, I lost, not my dependence on cable, I just lost my, like, you know, I can entertain myself.
Yeah. I liked the George Lopez show. I thought it was funny.
Oh, yeah,
but it wasn't close to the Fresh Prince.
No.
That show, I had the first 2 seasons on DVD.
I hope you would.
A lot of life lessons were learned from that show.
Yes.
So I'm
like that one episode when he's trying to reunite with his father.
Yeah. Quite literally, they if you ask me today, pick a Nick show, acquired or started, that is your favorite. SpongeBob or Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is the only answers I have. And I don't know which one's more important to me. My younger years spent a lot of SpongeBob, while at night I watched Fresh Prince. It was equal amounts. As I get older, SpongeBob starts to lose a little bit. Not a lot, but loses a little bit. And Fresh Prince doesn't. So, in fact, Fresh Prince gets a little more relatable.
It does later in life.
So,
but at the same time, SpongeBob has all those references you can always.
SpongeBob has some great one-liners. But so does Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yes, but the issue is SpongeBob doesn't really have any life lessons.
Sure, you just have to dig a little deeper.
Yeah, I mean, not as easy. You
know? No, they're not as easy. They're hidden by a lot of innuendo and like. Did you guys know that SpongeBob was supposed to be gay on MTV? That was where they first decided to. That's the first person
to
they
make the series.
Yeah, they're like MTV. We have a series for you. It's called Sponge Boy.
Yeah, Sponge Boy.
Sponge Boy. They're like, okay. And they pitched in the pilot. They're like,
no,
I don't think that's gonna happen. And
then there's
years.
Yeah,
I think went by with them trying to get it.
I think like 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, they tried everywhere, and finally Nickelodeon. They're like, but just don't make them gay.
Yeah,
and they changed the name from Sponge Boy to SpongeBob.
And Mr. Krabs still to this day, SpongeBob me boy.
SpongeBob me boy.
Ta-da!
Little hidden thing there.
Or you know when SpongeBob's trying to give Gary a bath. Doubloons! Don't drop them. Soap.
Come on, guys. They're there. Come on. There's that awkward silence there. But
I feel like, okay, same episode. I feel like this would not go on very well to today's standards. SpongeBob goes to Gary because Gary is not taking this bath, right? He refuses. Gary! Get in the bath now! This bomb is trapped in my chest! If you don't get into the bath in the next 5 seconds, it's gonna blow! Meow. Gary. Poof!
It's good.
I don't think that would go through today.
Chocolate!
Chocolate!
Yeah, I was trying not to spike it. The one of my favorite quotes from Will Smith was, I want to go boom. I want to go wow. He was doing the flambe.
Yeah. And
he burns the kitchen almost all the way down. And they have a judge over to see if they want Philip to be a judge. And they order chicken, and while he's sitting there talking to this guy, he goes, "Oh, I love the spicy food, but he don't like me." And Will Smith's like, "Excuse me." And he goes in, and right as Jeffrey's about to bring the chicken out, he pushes him right there, pushes him back in, and puts the thing. He goes, "Judge don't like the spicy. No spicy." And so he starts washing the chicken off with a hose, and he goes, "What are you doing?" He goes, "Hey, I'm trying to make this go down. And if that means I gotta wash some poultry to do it, I'm gonna do it. You gonna help me or are you gonna stand there? I will have no part of this." And so he goes and opens up the burnt up fridge and grabs 2 cans. He's all, "Red or brown?" "Oh, don't make me choose." "G, red or brown?" "Brown." So now, anytime they're like, "Pick a color," I'm all, "Red or brown?" I always think about that in the back of my head. No, I don't always say it, but I'm always thinking it.
Don't you worry.
"Don't make me choose. Red or brown?" "Brown." "Brown." Yeah. Oh, it's a great way to end it with those two giants battling for first place.
I do really enjoy the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. The issue, as I said, it didn't air that much when I was younger, which is a shame because
it did a lot for me.
The George Lopez show, because the one is like, "Nah, I'm top dog at Nick at Night."
Orale.
Exactly.
Orale, homie. I know it's kind of funny. It made sense for at least us because where we grew up.
Yeah.
There's a
Well,
lot of
that and George Lopez show, he always did that.
There's a lot of Mexicans around here. So you're like, I remember going to school, "Orale, homie." And they're all, "What did you just say?" I said hello. Don't look at me, man. Jeez.
Sweet. I freaking... See, the issue was because, you said you watched a lot of Fresh Prince. I watched a lot of George Lopez. I enjoyed the show because that was...
So it's like George Lopez and SpongeBob for you.
My favorite character, I think, is Ernie from George Lopez.
He kind of made that show.
He was really good, but George had his moments.
George was hilarious. Carlton helped the show.
Yeah.
Tatiana Ali. All right, well, I think that's where we need to end. It's 50 minutes. We talked enough.
We went over. It's 10:05.
We appreciate you guys. Hey, it's Facebook time. It's Instagram time. It's Twitter time. Least active Twitter. We're getting better. Instagram's most active, and Facebook's starting to get there. It's brand new, but hey, guys, go check it out. Follow us.
And the least active of all, our Patreon.
Yeah, there's $0 in it right now, guys. Come on. $5, that's one Starbucks a freaking month, or you can go with the $1, which is a soda a month. I think you guys can give us that. I think you can. I believe in you guys. I'm making a challenge for you guys to go ahead and do that. Commit yourselves to going that and just bypass that Starbucks one day of the month and give us that money instead and see what we can do with it, okay?
But my peppermint latte.
But your peppermint latte will be there next month as well. You can get it on Tuesday instead of Thursday. What was I going to say? Oh, plus, the great thing about Patreon is you're not only just giving us stuff, we're also going to be giving you stuff back. You get a phone call, you get shout-outs, you get all kinds of special stuff. Like Nick giving us a stupid chair. We talk about it almost every episode for a while.
I think we've only missed it like twice, and a lot of those
And that's just a chair, guys. I mean, he wasn't even using this anymore.
No.
So, I mean, money is going to be this not much better. So please, go to patreon.com, look up Lightly Poo.
I believe that the $1 gets a shout-out, unless,
Oh, you get a unique shout-out.
Unless, eventually, somehow randomly 100,000 subscribers happen at one time, and like everyone donated $1.
Then we will have one episode of us literally doing shout-outs just for you guys.
I feel like what we would have to do is make like a multiple series, like, alright, hello everybody, and here's all your shout-outs, and we just start going through it, A through Z.
Look, guys, literally, okay, so check this out. He didn't just think about that, but I literally did. If we had 100,000 subscribers, give $1 all at the same time, you know what happens? I no longer go to work.
You know what happens?
I'm like, that's $100,000 every month.
The freaking progression of this show would have spiked.
Oh, dude, the quality, the research, everything changes at that point.
Right now we do this for fun.
We're in a studio then.
At this point, like, Josh,
this has been fun. But we're going to get in that really cool camera, really cool mics. Yeah, we would go from this one week to the very next week of just beautiful studio. Like, so we've been busy.
Yeah, how did you?
So have you guys?
Well, welcome to Two Dudes with Fancier Do, as we pull out like
special edition.
Like no, we like get some like wine bottle of dew.
I mean, yeah, and if we had 100,000 subscribers, we're also going to be getting some, I'm sure, some backers who are wanting us to like. Sponsors, essentially.
Yeah.
They'll be like, can you talk about this? I'll be like, for the right price.
At the right price.
But seriously, I mean...
Conchitas Suarez, if you have coin.
That's $50,000 each 1 month. Cut it in half for taxes. $25,000 each.
At least.
That's almost about as much as I make in a year, guys. And that's like every month. I'm like, I'll be like, bro, this is our full-time job. We're hiring some staff.
Imagine my friend would be like, Rhonda, you can't tell me to do anything anymore. I was like, why is that?
I'm gonna go get an
apartment.
apartment.
Paid $25,000 a month.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get an apartment now. And that's half. That's not even actually what they're gonna take. They actually take less than that. But
yeah,
it's like I'm going to get an apartment.
I'd say taxes. Let's just say a general 90.
Well, if I make $1,000, I walk away with $750 right now. So roughly, they take 25%.
Okay, so we
with insurance and taxes.
$75,000. Put that. That's like I don't know. Oh, that's
33.3.
Yeah,
something like that.
Something
it's quite a bit.
Like 36 or something like that, actually. Yeah, 72. It'd be 72. Yeah. So like 37.50 or 36.50. Whatever the preposterous amount that we won't be getting.
Yeah, it's like if that happens, literally, we're like, all right, I guess we're putting out 5 videos a day.
At this point, we're like, well, Josh, I'll see you tomorrow.
You'll be like, so are you gonna call Tanner now or later? I'll be like, I'm calling him now because it hit the bank now.
1 second.
I'd be like, so I'm taking a month off. He'd be like, why? I'd be like, because I want to. You don't need me, right? He'd be like, dude, I need you. I'd be like, well, here's the deal. I got a brand new kid, and I just made $25,000
a month.
Possibly a month. I mean, if everyone continues to purchase. So, I mean, yeah, sorry. He'd be like, don't do this to me.
He'd be like,
He'd be like, I don't understand what you're saying. What I'm saying is, bye. Because I'm making, in 10 months, you're making $250,000.
Yeah.
I mean, we'd be in a whole new tax bracket, obviously.
I know one thing for sure would happen. This place would get some good internet.
We wouldn't be in this place anymore, bro.
I said
no. You would not be here anymore if you're making that. You don't have to be. You're not going to be.
Oh, I'm like, well.
I mean, at that point, you're like, nah, I'm gonna go. Because I mean, we get a studio, we get all that. Oh, the possibilities.
I'd like calling all my Discord friends, like, boys, you know, we've always talked about that gaming house. Yeah, it's happening. You guys pay your rent or whatever. I'll get everything else. Don't you worry.
Yeah, I don't even know what. I mean, that would be great. Plus, we'd be able to do this constantly. Everyone would love it. We'd never have to. I mean, shoot, I'd be like, Mountain Dew, you don't have to pay us anymore.
Mountain Dew? You don't do on us.
You don't have to pay us anymore because everyone that watches us likes us that much. So
you know, to be honest with you, that's what we would get sponsored by Mountain Dew if they sponsored all the Dew for us.
Oh, that would be the coolest.
That would be the best. Like, honestly, I would not think of anything more. Like, yeah, every episode, you need 4 Dews. There you go.
We already talk about Mountain Dew quite a bit. That we drink it and we love it, and everyone sees that that's all we drink.
There, like, I mean, we had the eggnog, we had the hot chocolate.
Even then, we actually had Mountain Dew.
We had Mountain Dew right by it because that thing was disgusting.
Yeah, eggnog was bad.
So. The hot chocolate, though, we kind of cheated. We just drank hot chocolate.
Well, that was a special episode.
And then the same thing with the elf spaghetti.
No, we had.
I had Coke. And only Coke.
Yeah, we had Coke, but that was because of the elf movie.
Yeah,
I had Coke. But yeah, so guys, hit Patreon up, please.
Yes,
appreciate it. I don't know what we would do if we actually had 100,000 subscribers on Patreon. That would be just.
I don't know what we do if we had 100,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Mind-boggling.
Like literally.
Obviously, Patreon's going to get their cut, but that's just still, it's a ton of money every month.
Okay, you got to think about it like this because it's a donation. It's not a payment. It's a donation.
No, it would be considered payment.
Is it really the point?
Yeah, you literally get taxed on it.
Wow.
Because they're not. I mean, yes, it's a donation, but at the same time, you're making. It's not non-profit at that point.
Yeah.
At that point, you're making $100,000 a month. It's like that. The tax guys are like, no, sorry, bro. I don't care if they're just giving you money. No, you're giving us a cut. Yeah, America's gonna take their spot.
Please, Uncle Sam.
And Patreon's like, we gotta process 100,000 payments every month for just you people, so we'll be taking our cut too. I mean, that's fine by me. I'm cool with it.
It's like we get the check, $15.
No way.
What would you do?
No, if I saw $15, I'd be suing somebody.
Like, wait a minute.
I'd be like, no.
Wait,
I have 100,000 people giving $1. You're gonna take 10 cents of that dollar at most. I mean, 10 cents of 100,000, or 10% of, basically 10% of 100,000.
That's
$10,000. That's plenty for you to take for your prices.
What would you do with $15?
I'm telling you, I would go sue somebody.
Your pieces.
I'd be like,
Josh, I just bought all this equipment. I got $15.
Who do you think you are? Excuse me, sir? Sorry, give me your manager. Some little lady like, I don't understand what just happened.
I don't get it.
But yeah, so follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook.
Check out the Patreon.
Hit us up on Patreon.
Like, dislike.
You don't have to actually give money on Patreon. You can just follow us on Patreon.
Yeah.
There's certain things that you get for following.
Yeah.
For paying, I mean.
Yeah, I know a lot of like people that draw.
If we have think about this. If we have $100,000 come in, we actually get to start having meetups every month.
Yeah.
And you guys get to actually come out and see us.
What would we do the meetups though?
Huh?
What would we do the meetups at?
You go to places like House of Blues or whatever. You just hang out. I mean, you could go anywhere. You can go to a park and be like, hey, you can have a tour. We could have a tour. We could have a Mountain Dew sponsored tour.
And I just take that. I get a brand new fancy laptop for recording. Like, there we go. Hey guys,
are you kidding me? We'd be on a stage somewhere and we'd be having somebody with an actual camera.
Like, hey.
We'd have those special little what's the name told us about, the little mics, and we'd be like, yeah. So we're here. We're in Milwaukee of all places. We have to end up going international every now and again.
Didn't think I'd get this far.
Never thought this would happen to us, but
and
here we are.
You know, the best part about this of the day, what? The first Dew.
and everyone in the stadium would have a Dew. That's all we would sell there.
It's mandatory.
All we would sell is Mountain Dew. We'd probably get our own special Mountain Dew.
Dude, that would be awesome.
2 dudes Mountain Dew. I'd be like,
like they just like okay, so you get to choose your own Dew, like and mix them together.
Any dews? Like any dews.
Like
So here's what I'm gonna need. Any Dew you've ever came out with, I'm gonna need a brand new one sent to my house, so I can figure it out.
All right. So we both like we need 2 of each. Okay. And we're like okay. You're like.
I'd pull out all my shot glasses I have.
Yeah.
Well, that's something else we haven't talked about on this. I have a very nice shot glass collection.
He does.
If we ever had a studio, it'd be there.
Yeah.
Because it's not up in my house. Never gonna go up in my house.
Just imagine like
Gone.
the entire day we're like, oh, our stomach hurts. Josh, what? Try voltage and black cherry.
You know it'd be something stupid like MLK and Blood Orange or something like that. We'd be like, this tastes amazing.
I know.
MLK, how dare you be that way?
MLK by itself.
Trash.
MLK with
But
someone
with
else.
others.
Oh my gosh.
MLK and white citrus.
I dream of a day. I
dream of a day when MLK and Whiteout mixed together, white label.
I mean, both ways could work.
That's just not right.
That's not right.
Okay, guys, hit the notification button. Make sure you're following us and subscribe to us. Hit that like button or that dislike button, as you like to say.
Like always.
Yeah, and those comments aren't going to comment themselves. So, guys, if you think we're just stupid and thinking about all that, if you have an idea what we would do with $100,000, go ahead and hit us up below.
Honestly, I don't know what I would do. I would upgrade. Obviously,
all this gets upgraded.
All of this would get upgraded to a more studio quality. Like I'd get a new everything for that, new everything for that. Monitor, I want to say I wouldn't get one, but with the money, I'd be like, you know what I mean?
I mean, obviously we'd have to start hiring staff at that point, but I mean, everything we do would just start to be looking. Everyone come here. All right, idea time. Let's hear it. And we'd have a staff of people with ideas.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be great. All of our time would be spent researching and planning
have
stuff.
People look up ideas.
We'd have some of the best swag ever, man. We got to end this though. It's
we're way over. We should have been like 30
Thank you guys for everything you do for us. And until next time, for Two Dudes with Do
and Lightly Food,
I'm Josh.
I'm Shae.
How do you do?
I'm still dreaming of.
I'm dreaming too, man. I'm thinking about that money.